Murray.
Yes, Welsh.
Good job. We introduced ourselves.
Welcome.
We can continue.
Welcome to What Is This?
This is Other Business.
Oh.
We generally do Scripty Business, the business of making scripts where we don't actually make scripts, but it's a funny pun name and we're sticking to it. This show is Other Business because we have a lot of conversations about movies and film and cinema.
That is true.
That never makes the cut on Scripty Business because it's irrelevant. It's a waste of time.
Well, no. It's funny as shit.
It is, but it's irrelevant to Scripty Business.
Oh, sure. Yeah. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Yeah. How many times have we been in an episode of Scripty Business and have you seen that movie? And then we start talking and we go, no!
Like in a million times.
No time! This is the time.
Oh.
And we're going to try and stick to themes and see how well this goes. Probably not very well. But Murray, a point of contention between us or between you and the general public in general.
Maybe the general public. Okay, yeah.
Your personality.
Yeah.
Is when I talk about reboots
The West.
and revivals.
What the fuck is a revival? You've been telling me about revivals for like weeks now. You haven't told me.
Okay. So I can explain this. We're going to be discussing reboots and revivals, and for those of us that are unaware,
Which is me, yes. I speak on behalf of the audience.
Done some Googling. So, a reboot is a complete, fresh restart of a franchise. New actors and new timeline. Best example I can give you for this, which when I saw it, I was like, oh, of course, the Spider-Mans.
Okay, we're talking like Sam Raimi versus Amazing Spider-Man.
Whoever directed,
I don't know who directed it.
Nobody knows.
Was there a director? Who knows? Maybe that's why they turned out the way that they did.
You could have went with like Tobey Maguire versus Andrew Garfield.
I should have, but Sam Raimi is the king. He's the GOAT.
Spider-Man.
I love him.
He is Spider-Man.
Shout out to Sam Raimi, by the way.
That's a reboot, right? That's a reboot.
Yeah, because it's new plot line, it's new everything.
It's new everything.
Except for established, structure?
Kind of.
Like Spider-Man, for example, Spider-Man's still like Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. But it's not the same Spider-Man or the same New York. Is that what Spider-Man is?
Yep.
Yeah. Great. I should know that.
Jesus Christ. You're the Marvel dude.
Christ.
I only care about Spider-Man and Marvel.
A revival is what you would argue is a sequel. However, it's a sequel to a dead franchise. Now, a revival can be a new story and new cast, but same timeline with consistent lore. So whatever happened in the first three is still relevant to this new movie. However, it's a bit different.
That's a fucking hat on it. That's a hat on a hat,
It's a hat on a hat.
That's a sequel. You are correct. That's a sequel. We don't need
sequel.
We don't need another title. That is a sequel.
A sequel is Back to the Future Parts 1, 2, and 3.
And then if you made Back to the Future Part 4 in 10 years' time, it would still be a sequel.
What if you called it Back to the Future, the Rebackening?
Sequel.
Absolutely not. Maybe a spin-off.
It is.
I haven't told you the plot. I haven't told you the plot yet.
Oh, well, that's cheating.
I'm just saying.
Back to the Future 4 is a sequel. Okay.
This is now canon because Google said so.
No, fuck that.
Don't care.
Google AI lies all the time. What are you talking about?
Fair
Google's
enough.
a giant. Tells you to drink bleach for your health.
You know what? I'll accept your argument and we can end this episode here.
Amazing. Great. Revivals aren't real. It's a sequel. I honestly thought you were going to be like a revival is
Hang on.
a ground up reboot with like. Sorry, not a ground. Yeah, I don't. Again, what? Take me on a journey.
Take you on a journey?
I'm so confused.
Ghostbusters Afterlife.
I haven't seen it, but go on.
Great. So that is Paul Rudd, some lady, I forget who's in it, and a bunch of kids, and it's a new cast and a new story. It's like a legacy sequel because the original cast are not, well, they cameo, but it's not necessarily like, hey, this is Ghostbusters 3. It's like,
okay.
And then on the same thing, Ghostbusters Answer the Call, which was the all-female version.
Yeah.
That was a reboot.
Yeah, because it was new.
New.
Yeah.
Revival, that killed Ghostbusters, dead in the ground, and they revived the franchise with a new installment a long time after the first one.
Okay. Again, it's a hat on a hat because it is a sequel. It's directly a sequel. It's indirectly a sequel, right? So this is what you're arguing. You're arguing that a revival, right, is an indirect sequel.
Yeah.
It's still a sequel. It's just indirect because it doesn't follow the traditional medium of following the same character. So what it is, essentially, if I am understanding this correctly, a revival is an anthological sequel. It's a sequel in an anthology, right? It's taking the movie series and making it an anthology by exploring a different part of the world and a different set of stories, but still a direct, like, logical sequel of the world and the characters and evolution, right? Maybe. So it's essentially every season of JoJo's is a revival under this logic, right? Because it's a new character in the same world, but it's like the grandson.
No, because it's not a dead property. I think that's the biggest thing you're missing with this one.
Oh, so the property has to die and come back.
The property essentially has to be done. Like, the story is finished, it's finished. There's 3 movies in that trilogy.
Okay, so it's even more egregious than remaking them.
100% it is, yeah, because you're literally flogging a dead horse.
Okay, so that's what Star Wars Trilogy 3.
Great question. I'm going to argue no.
Because they had all the spin-off shows and everything was still running.
Yeah, the property was still alive, and
it is a sequel.
They are direct sequels, as much as there's a time gap. And I argued with Google about this for quite some time. I was saying, no, Google, but that's not a revival.
Ghostbusters, yes, the franchise died. Yes, it was brought back, but is still a direct timeline sequel.
Correct.
In the same way that Star Wars is. The only difference is that one died and one was continuing. Is that you're saying that's the difference?
Maybe. The other example I have for you was Jurassic World.
Okay, yeah.
Jurassic Park trilogy, main cast, main
Sequels,
story, done. Jurassic World came up. It's the same world. It's a real-time continuation of the story, but it's a new pocket of the world. And then the original Jurassic Park cast comes back in the sequels to the revival.
Yeah, sequel.
No.
It is.
Well, this is going to be a fun game that I'm about to play with you then.
Amazing. I can't wait.
Can you at least allow the reboot? You'll accept the reboot?
Of course. That makes sense.
All right.
I'm not disallowing revivals. I just think it's a hat on a hat. It's an unnecessary delineation of sequelization that's saying a sequel is not a sequel.
Yeah.
But it is.
Basically, like Dexter the TV show. It had its series.
Yeah. And then
it finished.
Arguably a spin-off. Which I guess is a revival.
You're sort of like Young Dexter or whatever it was. Not talking about that.
Oh, you're talking about Dexter. The new season sequel.
Sure. It wasn't a dead it wasn't done and finished and over and people moved on.
What you got for me, baby? I can't
wait. Okay, cool. we'll focus on reboots.
No. Give me the
start
with. You're going to warm me up, baby.
We're going to warm you up. Also, we want to try and make an episode out of this. Rather than you going, no, I refuse.
That is the episode.
I'll allow it. Okay, so what I've got for you is I've got reboots, so movies that were rebooted.
Yep.
Which we've agreed on is like new cast, new timeline, all the rest of it, right? So a reboot, fresh start. I have the Rotten Tomato score of the original movie or the last movie of that batch of the continued story. Mm-hmm. And I've got the Rotten Tomato score of the reboot.
Okay. Can I ask a qualifying question here?
Yeah, of course you can.
Wait, hang on. Describe the game and then I'll ask the question.
I'm going to ask you to tell me which one was received better, the reboot or the last
According to the Rotten Tomatoes.
According to Rotten Tomatoes.
Okay. So, is this the tomato meter, i.e. the critics, or is it the popcorn meter, i.e. the consumers?
This is...
Which score am I?
I think it's an aggregate. I think this is like an average.
Oh, does it do that?
This does.
Okay.
I love that you got technical with this when
because
I did this simply last night.
No, but the only reason I ask, because there's some movies that are so polarizing, 100%. Right? Where people love it, but the critics hated it.
You know what? We're gonna say audience. Okay. Looking at these numbers, I would argue that this is audience, not critical. Put it that way.
Something I know nothing about.
Okay, looking at these numbers, I'd say it's the critics, not the audience.
Oh, something I do know something about.
That stays in. Just pick one. All right, we're gonna do.
I'm picking both lanes, so I always come out on top.
We're gonna do the Batman franchise up first.
Oh, which one?
I'll get to that.
Amazing.
The original, the last entry in the franchise prior to a reboot was Batman and Robin from 1997.
Okay. Yeah.
Kiss from a Rose? No, that's Batman Forever. Batman and Robin was the bad one. Hint. And then the reboot was Batman Begins with Christian Bale in 2005.
So which one did better?
Which one did better?
Christian Bale.
Yeah, that's a nice, easy one to settle in. Would you like to guess?
Although, shout out to the GOAT, Jim Carrey, did him dirty.
It was Batman and Robin.
It was, yeah. It was Riddler.
Well.
Yeah.
Yeah. What a shame.
I know. Not a good movie. Terrible movie.
Could you...
The worst Robin I've ever seen in my life.
Could you take a guesstimate as to... I'll give you this. Either how big you think the gulf is between these, or if you want to be like, you know what, I'm going to say that audiences would have given that movie this number versus this number.
I think Batman and Robin is a cult. It's a cult movie, and you like it for the same reason you like The Room, because it's just an absolutely woeful movie that's a delight to watch from start to finish because of how bad it is.
Is that the Bat credit card movie? Is that Batman and Robin? Because Batman Returns, Batman's Forever, Batman and Robin, right?
Yeah, Batman Returns is Danny DeVito, right? Penguin?
Yep.
And then Batman Forever is Arnold Schwarzenegger. Or is that Batman and Robin? Is he in Batman and Robin? Quick Google search. Help me.
Oh, your phone's recording. No, I'm going to lose the page I'm on. Yeah, it is. Batman and Robin is Freeze, buddy.
Yeah, okay. So it's Freeze and Riddler.
Batgirl. It's Freeze and Batgirl. And no, Batman
and Robin.
Yeah, it's Freeze and Bane and Poison Ivy as Batman and Robin. No, Riddler. Riddler and Tommy Lee Jones was in Batman Returns.
Yeah, okay.
And Batman Forever is Penguin and Catwoman, I want to say.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, so we're talking,
Yeah.
This is trash movie.
Yeah, all I can think of is the guy that plays Robin and his shaved head. And just how, like...
It's the George Clooney one.
Yeah, okay.
Who, by the way, is now the canon Batman in the Snyderverse DC movies, which is dead. Fun fact.
Really?
You ever watched the Flash movie, the newest one?
No.
It's kind of... I get judged pretty hard for this. I liked it. Basically, he resets things, and fucks things, typical Flash, and then fixes everything.
Flashpoint? Is it based on Flashpoint?
It's based on Flashpoint, yeah.
Flashpoint is a great comic, by the way.
Based on
Absolutely
Flashpoint.
worth reading.
And then he resets everything to give the status quo back, and then Bruce Wayne rocks up, and George Clooney gets out of the limo.
No
And it's like, what the hell? And then it ends, and then the last movie in the DC, well, the Zack Snyder DC universe.
That's such a bold choice.
Dude, I lost my shit. I was on a plane watching it.
Choice.
Anyway, that's the one, and then Batman Begins, obviously.
Okay, the golf has got to be like 40%.
Well, I can tell you that Batman and Robin got a 12% Rotten Tomatoes score, and Batman Begins got 85.
Oh, wow. Yeah,
staggering.
Yeah.
Interestingly, box office results not crazy bad. Batman and Robin 238 mil, and Batman Begins 373 for the global
True,
box
but they
office.
wouldn't have known how bad it was when they went in.
Nah, you would have went. George Clooney, Batman, come on. Awesome.
Wasn't he relatively new at this point?
He was like rising.
Coming out of soaps.
He was ER would have been early 90s that he would have been in ER.
What was that first? Oh, I'm thinking Three Kings then. Must have been Three Kings where he came out of soap land and into drama land.
This is a good one for you.
Okay, hit me.
James Bond. Die Another Day in 2002 and Casino Royale in 2006.
Absolutely Casino Royale.
How big's the gulf? I'll remind you that Die Another Day, the last Brosnan movie, is the one with Halle Berry coming out to ocean.
Yeah, no, I know Die Another Day. It was a spectacularly bad movie. It had the invisible Austin Martin that he drove through the ice palace, and he tried to escape from the giant like satellite laser beam through the ice, and it created like a giant tidal wave water tsunami thing behind it. It killed the James Bond franchise. Arguably, like, this is a revival under your rules because
it's a reboot. It's a reboot.
James Bond died after this, and then they had to literally start the franchise again with a fresh take.
New cast, new timeline,
new style.
Everything new. That's a reboot, not a revival.
Okay, I'll allow that.
Yes! We got him! You saw it! Defeat. Yeah, so how big do you reckon the gulf is between these two?
I'm going to put Die Another Day at like 26%, and then I reckon Casino Royale is like 91. I think it's like pretty well beloved. It's got to be somewhere in there, I think.
Die Another Day did better than you thought, 56%.
Oh.
Not as hated as Batman and Robin.
Okay. Well, yeah.
Yeah, because it's James Bond. We love James Bond.
Well, so that movie is exceptionally bad. It's truly...
Casino Royale was 94%.
Oh, so close.
So close. So not bad, but you're doing well. The example I gave you, the Spider-Mans.
Yes.
Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man 3 in 2007, or Andrew Garfield's first entry is The Amazing Spider-Man in 2012, which had a higher Rotten Tomatoes score.
Okay, so...
I'm really interested to hear your logic.
I missed that bit. It was the third one, was it?
Spider-Man 3 was the
Spider-Man
end
3,
of that, that
Yeah,
trilogy, right?
that's where...
That's where it dropped off.
Topher Grace comes in and plays Venom, which is just the most like...
The smallest, skinniest, weakest Venom you could imagine.
Just the craziest choice I've ever heard in my entire life. So bold. It has one of the best dance sequences, I think, in a superhero movie of all time, though.
Dancing down the street, I find myself doing that still
and that
to this
haircut
day.
is like incredible.
It's of the time, isn't it?
It's so beautiful. All I can think of is I think it's Spider-Man 2 where he's like on the train. And he's like,
well, goodbye recording. You gotta hold these when you move your hands.
Sorry, my bad. I was just really getting into Spider-Man. The one where he's like on the train. And he's like,
yeah, Spider-Man 2. Yeah, Spider-Man 2.
Spider-Man 2. That's all that's in my head right now. Okay. It's gotta be Amazing Spider-Man did better. And
the Gulf?
The Gulf is 35%.
Oof. Spider-Man 3 got 63% for Rotten Tomatoes.
Yep.
Lowest of the trilogy.
Makes
naturally.
sense. It was the worst.
The Amazing Spider-Man got 72%. So it's better. You get it. But not actually that much better.
Yeah.
I think everybody hated the fact that Peter Parker was now handsome and a skateboarder and kind of edgy. Like that
Wasn't he always a skateboarder?
No. That was it. Also, I think the people hated The Amazing Spider-Man because it went back to the mechanical web shooters. It didn't come out of his wrists.
That did suck, yeah.
But that's what Spider-Man is.
Canon. It's now, essentially canon. Which is, I guess that's fine. I mean, like, his major superpower is not so much web slinging. It's the reflexes and it's his predictive abilities and stuff.
We're going Superman.
Ooh.
Superman Returns, the Brandon Routh one with Kevin Spacey as Lex Luthor.
I don't think I've seen it.
It's great. 2006 versus Snyderverse, Man of Steel in 2013. Which did better? What did audiences prefer of those two?
I know Man of Steel was not well received, but I feel like at the start it did okay, and then it was just over time as people just kind of...
When you think about it...
got over Snyder.
And keep in mind, we could go on right now, make Rotten Tomato reviews of these films, which would impact these scores.
True. So I actually think Man of Steel did worse, but I think it did worse. And I think maybe the Gulf is like 18%.
Shut the fuck up.
Actually?
It's 18%.
Holy shit, dude. That's unreal.
I can't believe you did that. Superman Returns, which, by the way, is a sequel. It is a sequel because it is a continuation of the previous Reeves Superman movie, just with a new cast. Returns. Literally. That got 74% of Rotten Tomatoes, and Man of Steel got 56%. The gulf between them is 18%.
That's unreal.
I can't believe you did that. Yeah. And then the last one of the reboots I got for you is the 2001 Mark Wahlberg Planet of the Apes.
Oh, yeah.
Which was...
The first one? No. So, what did you say?
2001 one, which was who's the weird guy that did Edward Scissorhands in that?
Johnny Depp?
No, he's an actor. Who made...
Oh, sorry. I haven't seen the movie.
You know the director? Tim Burton.
Tim
Burton's Planet of the Apes. I'm pretty sure, don't quote me on that Tim Burton did Planet of the Apes.
Okay.
I'm pretty confident that's Tim Burton movie.
The first one in the series? Did it only have one?
No. What are you talking about?
I watched the original Planet of the Apes, and that's literally it.
Yeah, okay, cool. So this is...
Oh, no, and the one that had James Franco in it.
Yes, which is Rise of Planet of the Apes, Dawn of Planet of the Apes, whatever else this is. They're...
Later, and this one sits in the middle.
No.
Oh, that's this series.
The 2001 Planet of the Apes movie is a fucking fever dream that exists outside of all the other Planet of the Apes movies. For real. It does, because don't forget how... Do you remember how it ends?
No.
It ends with him coming back through a portal through space to Earth, and when he gets there, apes have evolved to be the dominant species, and they're driving cars and talking on phones and walking around, going into shops and shit. And then he sees the Statue of Liberty, and it's a monkey Statue of Liberty. That's how it ends. It's just forget it happened. Doesn't matter. It's not canon.
Amazing.
Put it that way.
Well, I haven't seen it.
It's
I've only
fucking
seen
disaster.
Planet of the Apes and the classic one.
Or Rise of the Planet of the Apes, which was the first one with James Franco.
And I hated every second of it.
Well, which one do you think did better? This 2001 train wreck of a film, or the 2011 Rise of the Planet of the Apes?
Rise of the Planet of the Apes, absolutely. The people loved that.
I loved it. I loved that whole
People loved
series.
that franchise,
It was great. Give me a separation. What's the divide?
35%.
35% is very fucking close again.
Oh.
Really close. Marky Mark's Monkey Bunch. This is a fun joke that you wouldn't understand. Planet of the Apes movie got 43%, and Rise of the Planet Apes was 82.
Holy shit,
so 39%.
That's so outrageously high.
What's your beef with the Rise of the Planet of the Apes? I'm genuinely curious now.
It's been a long time since I've seen it, but I remember it just... Schlocky's not the right word because I love schlock. Just feeling just a little bit empty. This is from my memory, right? And always, just James Franco in general, I find a little strange and uncomfortable. Sometimes he's amazing, and sometimes he is horrifying. I mean, as a person, he's terrifying. But there was just something in it that just felt kind of
off with him being this lead scientist.
Sure, yeah, he's a weird choice for that. I was going to say like empty. It was almost like I never really understood why the movie existed in the first place. Outside of like, let's make money, right? But like that, you go back to the first Planet of the Apes, and it always felt like it had something to say. Like there was something that was kind of imbued into the movie that had a sense of energy and was driving towards a singular point so it could hit you. And that point that it hits you is...
You blew it up.
Yeah, you damn dirty apes, like that whole him like crying in front of the Statue of Liberty, and you go, oh my God. I didn't feel that in Rise of the Planet of the Apes. It just felt, I guess, like paint by numbers, you know, like somebody had already established all the track, and this was just like, oh, this would be cool if I put a little bit of color here and a little bit of here. Like it never felt like it stood on its own legs, and I think that's why I didn't like it.
I think that's
this is my problem I have with most sequels.
I think it's a very fair comment, though, to be honest, and that's coming from somebody that genuinely, I loved Rise of the Planet of the Apes, Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, and War for the Planet of the Apes. I cried in War for the Planet of the Apes. That got me.
I haven't seen the other ones, but they're supposed to be very impressive.
They're really good. Technically great too, and I think that. And I know that shouldn't.
No.
Do think that should count?
I think absolutely. I think so. Filmmaking's a spectrum, right? It's always a spectrum, and you can have what you might view as a quote unquote bad movie, which I think is bad terminology. Going good and bad is like. Not nuanced enough for me, right?
Nothing is that black and white.
There are movies that I've walked away and gone, wow, I hated that movie, but oh my God, the design in it was unbelievable, and or the story was really incredible, or this acting was like transcendent, or the choices were really interesting. Right? It's like Terminator 1. I don't like that movie. It's very simplistic. It's copied from... He's been... slandered for having copied the story from a bunch of like short story writers and stuff but the design in it is second to none. Like it's so beautiful, right? The Terminator is such an iconic and interesting and simplistic design that really truly captures our sense of fear around robots at the time, and it's so time-stamped in a way that is exceptional. But is that movie a good movie? No, the movie is not. It's boring. Again, it just feels kind of empty. It feels like it's not really driving towards something, which is why I think Judgment Day is much more interesting. It feels like it's got a bigger energy and much more like they kind of lock into what they want to do, Does that make sense?
It does make sense. The thing that I'm shocked you didn't stick on for Rise of the Planet of the Apes as your beef with it is the fact that it is a very clear part one. I don't know if that was the intention because of the way the movie ends. It could have been left as a standalone. But it's all about like how the apes get intelligence, and that's basically it. And then the end credits is the virus spreading across the world.
Which again, that also kind of makes the movie just feel pointless and empty. It's like having to do homework before you watch the movie. It's like, or you could just make a movie.
I don't know though. Like if you watch that with no context of Planet of the Apes, like my sister loves that. I'm pretty sure she's watched through that film series. She would have had zero understanding of Planet of the Apes. Didn't grow up on The Simpsons, isn't a part of meme culture for any of that side of things, was not even born when the Marky Mark movie came out in 2001. Nothing. No imprint from Planet of the Apes. And loved that trilogy. Like, loved it. We went to see the newest one, the fourth one, technically. Revival? No. Yeah.
Tell me.
We'll get there. I think it's called a soft revival. Like you can get soft reboots. There's a thing.
I also think when it comes time to like viewing movies and stuff like and artwork in general, right? We are a collection of biases, unavoidably, right? We are, because that's kind of how we're designed to be, right? Lots of different experiences, things that you really like. You develop a palate, a flavor. Like I love coffee. Not everybody loves coffee, right? But that's a palate that I've developed that is now a bias for me. And one of my biases is in general, find the experience of a franchise a weaker experience in just specifically movies.
Because it's leans on the rest of the properties in that
and
franchise.
usually it's very formulaic and it doesn't grind down into like a sense of expression in the way that other things do. Like a comic book, for example, is still like it's still relatively loaded. And so that's a bias of mine. So if it's a franchise, it's already going to have to work 2 or 3 times harder to impress me. And that's just because of my bias.
How did you feel about the Jurassic Worlds in that then?
Because you grew up
with Jurassic Park, so
yeah. I think
I know that you love Jurassic Park because you're of that era. You like cinematography and filmmaking, and there's so much in that movie that makes it an exceptional movie.
It's a very good movie, and I've had quite an interesting relationship with Jurassic Park 1, and I went from loving it as a kid to not really liking it as an adult, and then having to come back and watch it as an older adult and really appreciating the kind of like very subtle things that Spielberg does that is really interesting. And I think in that middle era, the kind of like 18 to 25 was a stage of rebellion for me, which is why I kind of moved away from it, because I was like, I am so tired of like Hollywood legacy directors and that being the only standard for quality. Like anything that was outside of Spielberg or Coppola or Scorsese or whatever was just like don't even talk to me. Worth it. And then they all kind of got older and they got less interesting and they became less relevant and they pushed not as hard.
Would you have put like Guy Ritchie in the same bracket as that? Because there was a period of time where that David Fincher as well. There's a few directors that are all in that. I think those two are in that stage now. Right. Like I watch old Guy Ritchie movies, passionate, interesting, just perfect, loaded, had something to say, had a sense of style, dripping with charisma. And then he made that Robin Hood movie.
Terrible. And that film about the concussed war soldier was like the most generic, boring.
Also, I'm pretty sure he did the Disney live action Aladdin movie. Something in my brain is scratching me that because I thought that was going to be cool.
And I think the same thing with oh my God, what's his name? Well, actually, Ridley made one of my favorite movies of all time. But I've never really liked any other of his movies.
What about like...
but it's in the same space, I think.
What about like Jordan Peele and... who's the one that did Weapons that everybody's frothing over at the moment?
Yeah, I can't remember their name, but I haven't seen it and it's been on my list.
You haven't seen Weapons?
Yeah, it's supposed to be exceptional and I really want to watch it. It's been on my list for a long time. I
struggle to do a movie podcast with you. Because you're like, you haven't seen The Man Who Smiles? This black and white movie from 1905, you plebeian.
1929.
I'm like, you haven't seen the biggest movie that's come out from like a relatively new director.
I know. And it's been on my list for ages and I've been meaning to watch it for a long time. It's supposed to be exceptional, and I'm very excited to watch it.
All I'm going to say about it is that I didn't expect it to be done the way it was done.
That's what I've heard, yeah.
Like, I watched the first 15 minutes and went, oh. And Kate was like, yeah, I had no... From everything I'd heard about this and everything I'd seen about this, I didn't realize this was what this movie was going to be. And we had a blast. It was a great time.
Yeah, I've been meaning to watch that one for a long time. And I've only seen Jordan Peele's first movie, which is Get Out. I haven't seen the others, so
You haven't seen Us?
Nah, I can't comment on it. I have no idea.
Oh, you ain't got 5 on it?
I haven't seen it.
Also, it's got Tim Heidecker.
No way.
Yeah, he's like I want to say he's like a close friend of them or something in it. And I remember watching Us with Kate and be like, holy shit, it's Tim and Eric, awesome show, great job. And she's like, what? It's like, I can't help you now.
My movie list is so long and it just keeps growing longer. And I think I've been reading a lot. Like I've been reading a ton of comics lately. That's where all my spare time has been going into. But I need to go back to Movie Land because I miss Lady Cinema so much. The latest movie I actually watched was Redline, which is like 2009 anime. It's so much fun. It's a terrible story with terrible characters. But my God, does it depict speed in a way that just is like incredible. It's like dripping with visual. It is like a visual orgasm.
Question for you. Is it a reboot or a revival?
No.
Great. So moving on. The next round that I have... next one I have for you, my friend, which again, we've kind of touched on this, whether these are reboots, revivals or sequels.
Yeah.
So the first one I'm going to pick for you from the revival list I've got. How long have we been going for?
31 minutes.
Beautiful. We'll finish this game. We're good to go. Top Gun.
Oh.
And Top Gun Maverick. Now, I know you would probably argue that Top Gun Maverick is a sequel.
Yeah, if I'd seen it, yeah.
I haven't seen it either. I haven't even seen Top Gun 1.
I heard it is just a New Hope, but for military people.
Interesting.
Follows the same plot line.
That was like a 36-year gap between those movies. Top Gun was a one and done, officially dead.
Yeah.
So I know it could just be called Top Gun 2, and I get that makes it a sequel. However, I understand the opinion of why this is a revival, because this is a franchise that's being brought back. There's a new cast, and then Tommy Boy is there to help, guide the ship, as it were. If it was just the original cast making another movie, sequel. I'm happy with that being a sequel.
Goose. Spoiler apology.
No, is he dead?
Yeah.
Yeah. Who played Goose?
No, I mean the character's dead.
Oh, does he die in Top Gun? I don't know.
In the first one. Have you
never seen Top Gun.
Oh my God, it's so good. It's so good in like a historical standpoint. Like it's not a.
I've been told
great. It's not like oh my God, you got to see this movie. It's just
you just need to watch it. It's one of them, like Titanic. You got to watch it.
Yeah, I'm not writing home being like this was an exceptional movie or whatever.
This
but
was
I'm
a treat
like
to consume.
This was a point in history that is worth noting.
It's immortalized
because
in that
it's
movie.
so stupid.
It's now become like a running thing for me that the longer I hold off, the more shocking it is that I haven't seen these movies.
It's the best. Yeah,
I've
only seen Harry Potter 1 and it kills everybody I know.
Yeah. No, not me. It makes sense. Top Gun or Top Gun Maverick? Which one is better on Rotten Tomatoes, my friend? When Top Gun is like an iconic fucking film, Top Gun Maverick did pretty well in the box office. So which one?
I think
Top Gun Maverick was a 1.5 billion movie, by the way.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think Top Gun Maverick smashed it out the water in terms of box office, but did it get a better rating? All the people in my life who love Top Gun have also said that they love Top Gun Maverick. So I think just by the fact that it has a pre-established market and was well received, I reckon it did better.
Correct. A shocking amount better. Not even
really?
Yeah, because this is like, what the fuck? Apparently Rotten Tomatoes for Top Gun is 58%.
That actually kind of makes sense. Like it's quite like it's a super schlocky movie. It's really silly, but it was iconic at the time.
Yeah,
like,
it was.
What is it similar to? What is it? I don't know. Put it in the back of my head.
Yeah, 58 for Top Gun and Top Gun Maverick was 96% on Rotten Tomatoes.
No, get the fuck out of that. What do you mean 96?
I have never
You're saying it's in the top 4% of movies made of all time. That's outrageous.
Well, really, because there could be a million movies.
Sure, and they all get 99%. Yeah. That's insane.
I've never heard anyone say anything bad about Top Gun Maverick. I've heard people say it about Top Gun. Yeah, of course you have, because you're hoity-toity circles.
No. The most simple critique is they literally did the plot of Star Wars, right? There's a big ship, and they have to fly up inside the ship and shoot a missile at the fucking reactor inside it to destroy it.
Well then.
What does that remind you of?
Hey, but I'm sorry, like, you can't shit on everything that is kind of similar in elements to that. Otherwise, you'd be shitting on every single movie that does the Akira slide.
Wow. Yeah, get your own slide, honestly.
Oh, it's homage.
It's not homage. It's a direct copy. An homage would be an iteration of.
Yeah, okay.
Well, what I would say to that is, like, they're two different things. One's like this heightened, over-the-top movie, which is Star Wars, and the other one is meant to be, like, more grounded military drama.
Yeah, fair. Next one for you. We talked about it before. Ghostbusters 2 and Ghostbusters Afterlife. That is a 32-year gap. Again, really big gaps between these movies. The interesting thing about Ghostbusters to keep in mind is that Ghostbusters 2 was rebooted into Answer the Call, the female-led one that I think we talked about either on this episode half an hour ago or another day. And then Afterlife was new cast, new story, but still the same continuation of Ghostbusters 2.
Okay,
Which one did better?
Don't know much about Ghostbusters 2.
What?
I know Ghostbusters 1, because I watched it a lot as a kid.
Oh, man, Ghostbusters 2 I loved.
I don't remember much about Ghostbusters 2.
They're effectively like, they had a peak of fame after Ghostbusters 1, and then it dropped off, and now they're doing kids' parties and stuff like that.
That's amazing. That's the appropriate evolution of that.
They pilot the Statue of Liberty to fight something.
Is this the Michelin Man one? No, that's the first one.
That's the first one.
Yeah. They
needed a big thing in the second one, so they end up piloting the Statue of Liberty.
That's quite funny.
It's incredibly cool. Wait, that is the Michelin. Yeah, that's the marshmallow. That's Stay Puft, isn't it?
Yeah.
No. Stay Puft is the first one.
I think Stay Puft is the first
Stay Puft's the first one. Yeah. And then
anyway. So I think...
I'm trying to remember who
I think Ghostbusters should be more well received. Ghostbusters 2 should be more well received, but I think maybe Afterlife was enjoyed more.
What do you reckon the divide is between them if you're making that claim?
14%.
Oh, well, you're kind of close. 7% difference. Afterlife was 62. Ghostbusters 2 was 55.
Yeah.
Afterlife was actually really good, man. It was really well done. And the fact that they paid homage to what's his face that died? Venkman? He's a famous name. Christ, this is going to kill me, and I'm going to hear about it in the comments. But
yeah, you are. But I'm also, because I have no idea.
They had his son come on set, and they, like, face swapped the son's face with the dead dad.
That's a really weird thing to do.
And played, but he was a ghost. Like, he died in the movies as well. So Bill Murray and Dan Aykroyd and Ernie Hudson, yep, that's the name. They turn up to help right at the end. And then the ghost of Ari Fieldberg. That's so bad. Fuck. Ari something, I swear. You're just looking at me like you know the answer, and it's hurting myself. He shows up as a ghost and helps one of the kids lift the gun up, and it was really nicely done. I think you should watch it. The other ones that they did, Frozen Empire and maybe another one. No.
I think I'll watch Weapons first.
Watch Weapons and then watch Afterlife. Open a bottle of wine, watch Afterlife. It's great. Rocky or Rocky Balboa? Rocky 5 or Rocky Balboa? 16-year gap between the end of Rocky and then the revival.
Balboa did better.
Yeah, Balboa did do way better. Rocky Balboa was great.
5 is pretty hard to try and get some traction on.
29%, 77% for Rocky Balboa.
Amazing.
Big old gap. Hocus Pocus or Hocus Pocus 2? Which, by all accounts, that's a goddamn sequel. But that,
I don't know. Again, Hocus Pocus 1?
Nope. Hocus Pocus 1 was not good.
There you go.
What do you reckon the difference is between a 93 Disney movie and a direct-to-streaming Disney Plus release for Hocus Pocus 2? So much faith they had in this revival.
What the difference is?
Yeah. How big of a gulf between the first one and the second one, knowing that the second one's better and it was straight to Disney+.
43%.
You're not far off. You're getting close, man. 38% for the original, 65% for number 2. The only other one that I've got for you about a revival, which some people would say it's not, but it absolutely is, Bad Boys 2 to Bad Boys for Life. Biggest thing I hate about this, Bad Boys for Life should be the 4th one, not the 3rd one. I'm just saying.
Yeah. No, you're right.
Stupid call there.
Bad Boys for Life did better.
You did do better. How much better?
31%.
Nah, you're losing your touch. It's 23% for Bad Boys 2, which shocks me, because I thought Bad Boys 2 was like a bit of a classic. I watched it once, and it was all right, and then they referenced it in Hot Fuzz. So, I mean...
Right, so this is the thing. This is the Michael Bay magic trick, is every time you watch a Michael Bay, the first time you watch it, there's so much spectacle that you go, that was pretty fun. And then you try and watch it again, and it's so empty that it's actually painful. Like, I tried to watch Transformers 1 again, and it was a truly painful experience.
Yeah, I can't watch the Transformers movies
anymore. Unwatchable.
It was cool to watch it in cinema. I think you're right. Yeah.
It's all spectacle.
Yep, and then after that...
This has been Other Business. If you like this, we're going to be releasing an episode every Thursday. Bit of a breather, bit of a chance to have a chat about life, the universe, and everything film related. If you also like the shenanigans we get up to, don't forget Scripty Business episodes drop on Tuesdays, where we make up movies from scratch and improvise the whole goddamn thing, thinking we can do a better job than the directors and screenwriters that we talk about in our Other Business episodes. I think we do sometimes. Maybe all the time, but you just have to listen to every single episode and check it out. You can also access all of the previous seasons of Scripty Business through our Ko-fi platform. Ko-fi, Jesus Christ, whatever you want to call it. Make sure you check us out on there. Links in the bio. You can buy us a coffee on Ko-fi, and that helps keep the lights on. That helps us generate more content, have some more fun, invest in some better microphones, lighting, stuff like that. We really want to make as much cool shit as we can. That's kind of what we do. You can also check us out live. We are doing a live show of Scripty Business. It's 23rd of July, 7 p.m. at the Howling Owl in Adelaide. It's gonna be insane. I still don't understand how we've come to this conclusion to do it, but I've been assured by people that it's gonna be great, so please come along and see either an absolute disastrous train wreck of an event or one of the best episodes of Scripty Business we've done of all time. You can buy tickets now. Again, links in the bio. We hope to see you there.